Sometimes a game adds something so epic that you just can't help but create something amazing with it. Hey, pizza! Yeah, pizza! Woo! Pizza! Yay! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is ScrapMan, back with another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and today we're looking at the new mod support updates, and the developers have already put in some of their own little mod pieces into the workshop. So you'll notice in the workshop, there's a new section called Blocks and Parts, and this is how mods are going to be working after this update gets officially released. We're doing the beta test right now, but in there's a couple of things already, and some of them are by the actual Scrap Mechanic team, so we're going to be looking at some of these parts right now. I've already experimented just a little bit and built some things with them. You can see I have a couple vehicles here on the side, but let's start off with the buttons and switches that they've added to the game. I've built a little bit of a game here for us to go through, so let's go ahead and see what this is all about.
Welcome to the Elite Door Opening Training Facility. Please place your hand next to the door to continue. Congratulations, you have passed your first door opening test. Now, move on to step 2. This one will not be so easy. You'll need a key for this door. Whoops, it looks like we left the key in the door. Well, we'll give you that one anyway. Please proceed to door number 3. This one will be even more difficult, as you must figure out the key code in order to enter the door. 1, 3, 3, 7 was correct. I don't know how you figured that out. Please proceed to door number 4. This one is perhaps the hardest of all. You must figure out how to move the... Perhaps we have underestimated you, but this time you are sure to get stuck. Please proceed to the next door. Ha ha ha! I told you this one would get you stuck. Congratulations, you've made it to the prize room. Please press the big red button. Please press the big red button. I said the big red button. Congratulations, you've won. Enjoy your, ducks.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a brief example of some of the new parts that have been added to the game. I thought I'd just make it a little bit more fun. So we have all these different new buttons and switches and stuff. I love the big red button, that's really cool. Yeah, we got these different buttons and switches and levers and other things, keypads and keyholes and handprint things. And I think that pretty much sums up. You can see in the inventory here, we got all those different parts as well. And in addition to that, there's also a tires mod, which has some really cool ones. Well, I'll start off with the pizza mobile that I made, which I think is hilarious. I figured why not try to make something entirely out of the new pizza parts. And the weird thing about the pizza is that made this a little bit tough. Is of course I get stuck in a tree driving a pizza mobile. Why can't I? There we go. So the thing about the pizza is you can only attach things to the bottoms of the pizza. You can't actually attach things to the top, which I guess makes a lot of sense, considering the top would be all cheese and toppings, which would not be ideal for attaching things to. But then again, attaching things to the bottom of pizza isn't ideal either. You should just eat it. You shouldn't be using it for wheels and the whole foundation of your car. So in order to make this, as you can see, I've had to layer the pizza back to back in order to get any like length and to attach them together, because otherwise it wouldn't really work. And you can also see there's some pipe pieces helping me as well. So yeah, this is the Pizza Mobile. I hope you guys like it. This was a, you know, a relatively simplistic build compared to the next one I'm about to show you, which uses the really, really big wheels. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna get myself back to our starting point so I can show you that thing. Alright, and we have arrived. Now, the pizza and these big spiky wheels are actually not the only wheels, so before we take this thing for a drive, let me show you actually what else they have here. So they've added this monstrous spiky death wheel of doom, which I really, really like a lot. They've added this cartwheel, which is actually going to, I can add that to some of my Ghost Town builds. We can do a little bit of an experiment with that too. And they've added this thing, like a little candy thing, which would have been really useful for the gingerbread house challenge that I did on Multiplayer Monday. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, so these are some interesting wheels that they've added to the game using the mod support. This isn't actually officially in the vanilla game, but it's much easier to actually get these. You don't have to do any fancy file manipulation or anything like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. I call this what did I call this? Okay, so now let me introduce you for the big finale to Mad Scrap, which is a Mad Max themed vehicle, as you can probably tell. This thing took a couple hours to build in preparation for this, but this thing is equipped with everything you need for a road battle. We got a plow in the front, plenty of lighting so you can even you can see everything you need to at night. It even has a spotlight on the side here. So that way you can, when you turn, you can make sure you're seeing exactly where you're going. And as you probably just saw, the passenger has a little minigun. Even the rear of it has two guns on the wheel well with their own flashlights so you can see what you're shooting at. And in the back we've got these two things which are supposed to be some type of, there's some type of weaponry. I'm not entirely sure. I was thinking shotguns at first with the double barrel, but I'm thinking maybe these could be some type of like flamethrower or something as well. Let me know what kind of guns you think these would be best described as. And underneath that, we have these barrels, and these are actually explosive barrels, because when you're in and you're driving around, if you press number 2, the gate opens, and then your rear passengers, or rear fighters rather, can kick the barrels down, and anybody that's following you will likely run into the barrels and then get completely blown up by the epic weaponry barrel explosiveness. You nailed it. Alright, so now let's see this thing in action. We've got thrusters coming out of the sides, we've got thrusters coming out of the back to help increase your speed. We've also got all these exhaust pipes everywhere, a really awesome engine, beefy engine right in the front, and just look at these wheels. These are my favorite wheels ever. Like this, I love the way it makes this thing look. They're honestly, maybe they're a little bit too big, and I think we need like a medium option, because these wheels compared to, like the ones in the front, those are not the small wheels. Those are the formerly big wheels. Look how small those wheels look. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, that was epic. Look how small the former big wheels look compared to the new big wheels. It's almost like laughable, the size difference. But yeah, this thing's got suspension, it's got a gates, it's got guns. I've attached the guns to the main steering because I don't have anybody in here with me to control them themselves. So yeah, as you can see, as I turn left and right, the guns turn, and also even the passenger gun turns as well. Like, the really cool thing is, like, this mod support thing integrates the mods entirely with the game, so you can see what mods you have selected on each map, you can choose which mods you want activated or deactivated at any point. It's just so much easier, and it makes me really look forward to actually using mods now, because before it was always really inconvenient trying to manage your files and folders to either have or not have the mods, but now this is something that I think, you know, everyone will have easy access to without having to do all of that file manipulation manipulation and stuff. So I think it'll be much more, I think it'll encourage people to actually use the mods much more. So I'm definitely going to be taking a look at how it goes and what gets introduced to the workshop. So let me know, what is your favorite addition so far? What are you looking for? What do you want to see with mods? I think it'll be really useful to let people know what they want to see with mods. I mean, we have tires, we have more different buttons and switches. You want to see different types of lighting? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think and what you guys want to see happen with the mod support update. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.